Picking up where I left off, I had a book handed to me by someone that I obviously admired and respected and was pretty impressed with as an athlete, the China study, and I went home after Moab and I read this book. I then bought about 20 copies on Amazon to give to everybody that I knew because I felt that everybody needed to read this information. It was very life-changing, and it amazed me that this information wasn't more available to everybody, that it wasn't common knowledge. The science is there. And if those of you don't know Dr. Campbell, he's one of the forerunning authorities on the link between diet and the development of chronic diseases, and in particular cancer, and in particular the increase in animal proteins leads to the increase in all sorts of chronic diseases, from diabetes, health, cancer, heart disease, multiple sclerosis, obesity, rheumatoid arthritis. There's a slew of diseases that link to diet that is not common knowledge. Most people aren't aware of this. About a month after I bought all these books, I had an unexpected event happen in my life. And on November 12th, 2008, my mom was diagnosed with a late-stage ovarian cancer. I jumped into all the research because I'm fascinated with the science behind things, and it was pretty clear to me that she had a 22 to 24 month prognosis. We were all pretty shocked. My mom was obviously very shocked. She just retired. She was 64, and she was basically given pretty much a death sentence. And the hardest part about all this to wrap my head around was all this stuff that I started reading and learning. Is that the more I learned through books like Dr. Campbell and all this other information that's readily available, she had probably likely gotten cancer because of her lifelong diet and lifestyle choices that she had made. It was upsetting to me, and it made me angry that we were all eating in a way, or a lot of people that I knew were eating in a way that was going to promote all these diseases and an end of life like this. So at this point, a lot of my family and I changed our diets. At that point, we went predominantly plant-based. That wasn't 100%. And we saw some pretty immediate benefits from it. My stepdad, who's here tonight, had a quadruple bypass surgery about 15 years ago now. He saw within 6 weeks, he happened to have a doctor's appointment 6 weeks later, and within 6 weeks his cholesterol dropped 110 points, which is phenomenal, just from eating plants. His doctor was actually pretty dumbfounded, and I think had a hard time getting his head around it, and pulled him off most of his medications, which we've been on for decades. My sister-in-law, who's here, within 3 weeks she lost her seasonal allergies, her pet allergies, and her asthma had gone away, and she'd had these things since she was a child. My brother's kids didn't really get sick anymore. They were pretty young at the time. I noticed differences in myself. I noticed I slept better. I paid attention more. I had a lot more ability to focus. And on the bike, it made a pretty substantial difference. I think my recovery times improved, and I felt stronger as an athlete. I went on and won state championships in mountain biking and did some other competitions. Basically, we decided to put this sort of thinking that the Bostrums had sort of presented me with years ago, or not that long ago, but over the course of the 2 years that my mom was sick, and noticed that it made just a substantial amount of difference in how we felt. So, I also immersed myself in a whole lot of things at that time. I took Dr. Campbell's course. He has a course at Cornell, and I got a certificate in plant-based nutrition. That's where I was introduced to Dr. Greger, actually, and became one of a super fan of his. And you can sign up for his emails every day and get videos, and every morning when I wake up, I watch a 2 or 3 minute video from him. And I'm lucky. I went from a cordon bleu trained chef that I'm now a plant-based chef for a family in Montecito. I've been working for them for over 2 years. Actually, a lot of my coworkers are here. And I feel fortunate that I get to apply what I've learned directly right into the food that I make to help people nourish themselves. Food should nourish you. It should not make you sick. Unfortunately, my mom passed away just over a year ago. And while for her, I feel it was the ultimate sacrifice, my brother and myself and the one we all have a pretty acute awareness how much what you eat affects your life and how you live, how long you live, and how you die. And if I can leave you guys with one thing, and basically that's why I'm up here tonight, is if I can leave some of that with you and let you realize that you have a huge responsibility in your health and in your life and in your loved ones. You are what you eat. And as Hippocrates said a long time ago, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. So with that, I'd like to introduce Dr. Greger. He's our next speaker. He's a physician, author, and internationally recognized speaker on a number of important public health issues. He's lectured at the Conference on World Affairs, the National Institutes of Health, and the International Bird Flu Summit. He's testified before Congress, and he was invited as an expert witness in the defense of Oprah Winfrey's infamous meat defamation trial. One of my favorite things about Dr. Greger is that he scans over 13,000 articles in English per year of peer-reviewed studies and picks about 3,000 of those articles to make short videos of digestible information where you can go onto his website and download these pieces of information and see the relevant facts that are coming out of all these nutrition studies. Best part, nutritionfacts.org is free. All of his time is donated to his nonprofit. He makes no money from his website, and he doesn't accept corporate donations. So please welcome Dr. Michael Greger.